Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chidima, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to make buttery and flaky meat pie that will leave you wanting more. So if that's something you're looking forward to learn, then you're definitely in the right place. Start by making the pie dough, and to do that you combine flour, salt and butter. Then you mix that until you have a crumbly or gari-like texture. Go ahead and add the water in bits while mixing gently until you've formed a dough. Transfer the dough onto your work surface and press gently until the dough finally comes together. Bear in mind that you're not kneading because we want to minimize gluten formation as much as possible. Let me explain what happens when you knead the dough. It becomes stretchy because of the gluten present in the flour, and it changes the overall texture of the dough. It makes it chewy, and when making authentic meat pie, what we want is a flaky crust that has buttery layers. Now just transfer the dough into a nylon or Ziploc bag and let that sit in the fridge for a few minutes while we make our fillings. To make your meat pie filling, you're going to add oil, onion, pepper, curry thyme, rosemary leaves, salt and anything that you like to cook your meat with. Then fry that for a few seconds before adding your minced beef or ground beef. Allow it to cook until the meat is no longer pink. Then you can go ahead and add your diced vegetables, which is just carrots and potato. You're going to mix that properly, then add just enough water to cook before covering your pot and allowing it to cook until the potatoes are soft. At this point, you're going to mix everything, give it a taste test and adjust the seasoning if needed. I added some seasoning cubes and some pepper because I felt it needed more. And here I was just trying to show you how soft the potato was. Lastly, you're going to add some corn flour slurry, a mixture of water and corn flour, which will thicken it up and give you a juicy filling just like this. Before we start making our meat pie, I just want to show you the various sizes of meat pie cutters. I've arranged them from biggest to smallest as you can see, and for today's video we're going to use this size. It's about half of the biggest size and it's just perfect if you have a lot of mouth to feed. So what I've seen a lot of people do is roll out the dough and cut circles before molding the pie. It's not bad, but it really stresses the dough because you may have to re-knead the excess cut out. What I like to do is to divide my dough before I start rolling out and molding. After you've divided the dough into the number of meat pies you want to make, you're going to take each dough and mold it into a ball because you're going to roll out these doughs into circles. So molding it just gives you a good head start. As always, the full list of ingredients used in this video will be listed in the description box, so be sure to check it out. Now take each ball and roll it flat, making sure to maintain the circle shape as much as you can. Once it's about the same size of the cutter you're using, you're going to place it on your cutter. Brush the dough with a little bit of egg, that will help seal the meat pie. Then you add your fillings and press your mold to cut off the excess easily. If you're wondering what I did with all the excess dough I got after molding the meat pie, well, here you go. I just put them together, molded it into a ball and rolled it out like I did with the others. After molding your pies, you're going to poke holes in them to prevent them from forming air pockets in the oven and also to help them maintain their shapes. After that, brush your pies with egg wash to give it that golden brown shine. Now bake this in the oven on medium heat for about 30 to 40 minutes and you have meat pies that are yummy with flaky crust that looks just like this. I made this for my family and they loved it so much they kept asking for more. So guys, we finally come to the end of this video. I do hope it was helpful. If it was, then share it to your loved ones, give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe if you're yet to. Bye for now and I'll see you in my next one. Goodies always from Chidi.